Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for how we hope Jon M. Chu's stage-to-screen adaptation of Wicked will take the popular musical to the next level, while also hitting all the right notes with fans of the original stage show. If you haven't seen the musical, expect some spoilers up ahead.
So let's start, cause you've got an awfully long way to go.
Number 5. Can be improved, remembering that Wicked was a book first. If you've read Gregory Maguire's Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West, you'll know that the show has taken unlimited liberties with its source material.
Think of what we could do together.
Unlimited, together we're unlimited.
Some characters were cut, others drastically changed. There are all sorts of forgotten storylines and a very different ending. Essentially, besides sharing a few names and the whole theme of what makes someone wicked, these two versions are as different as Galinda and Elphaba when they first meet. Now, the movie has already brought back some characters like Fanny, Shen Shen, and Averick. With it being split into two films, maybe there's a chance to dust off some of the book's shelved storylines too.
And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine.
Number 5 should be left alone, the I'm melting scene. The Wicked Witch of the West's demise in the 1939 The Wizard of Oz is cinematic gold, thanks in no small part to Margaret Hamilton's unforgettable performance.
Who thought a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness? Ah, look out! Look out! I'm going!
Wicked took a subtler route, using shadows behind a curtain for this iconic moment. So how will the new movie handle it? We're crossing our fingers for loyalty to the stage show. It's a dramatic spectacle, especially when Chistery reveals Elphaba's fate to Glinda. Remember how you felt the first time you watched the show and found out that the only thing that really melted was the shackles of Elphaba's Wicked label? Wouldn't it be great for moviegoers to share that same experience? We're all in for it.
We melted her!
Oh, you liquidated her, eh? Very resourceful.
Number 4. Can be improved. More exposition. The musical primarily focuses on Elphaba and Glinda's time at Shiz University and in the Emerald City. However, if you've read the book, you'll know that there's a lot more Oz to explore. The novel's first part delves into Elfie's upbringing in Munchkinland and her mother's affair with a quadling.
Like a froggy, ferny cabbage, the baby is unnaturally
Later, she attends Shiz in the Gillikin country, where Glinda hails from. Elphaba even ventures to Fiero's home in the Vinkus. Like our own world, each of these places has its unique culture that influences its inhabitants. While we wouldn't want it to overshadow the main storyline, it could be interesting to visit these regions and uncover how they shaped our favorite characters.
Which road you're going to take and how you do it. You take the higher road, you take the road with more risks, you take the road that's safer.
Number 4 should be left alone. The B-plots. At its core, Wicked is about two unlikely friends coming together to ask,
Are people born wicked? Or do they have wickedness thrust upon them?
It poses the same question about goodness. However, plenty of other side plots also feed into this greater narrative. Take the wizard and Madame Morrible, pulling strings of good and evil while quietly oppressing some of Oz's residents and deceiving the rest.
Is one a crusader or ruthless invader? It's all in which label is able to persist.
Then there's Dr. Dillamond, who advocates for questioning authority, only to be silenced by those in power.
Under the surface, behind the scenes, something bad. Sorry. Bad.
How about the events shaping Nessarose into the tyrannical Wicked Witch of the East? Each of these narratives is vital, adding depth to the show's overarching theme. To trim any would be a disservice to the storytelling.
It couldn't happen here in Oz.
Number Number 3. Can be improved. Elphaba and the Wizard's intertwining stories. In both the book and musical, there's this major plot twist revelation. The Wizard is Elphaba's biological father.
Have another drink, my dark-eyed beauty. I've got one more night left here in town. So have another drink of green elixir.
Come on, you cannot drop a bombshell like that and expect everyone to just move on. While the Wizard learns the truth by the show's finale, Elphaba seemingly remains unaware, robbing the moment of its emotional weight. Perhaps revealing this earlier could integrate it into the story more smoothly and add more layers to their conflict.
I never had a family of my own. I was always traveling. I guess I just wanted to give the citizens of Oz everything.
We also need more scenes between Glinda and the Wizard. She banishes him at the end, but we want to see her journey from accepting the title of Glinda the Good to realizing it's one she has to earn.
'Cause getting your dreams, it's strange, but it seems a little, well, complicated.
Number 3. Should be left alone. The climactic Act 1 finale. Remember the first time you experienced the sheer magic of defying gravity live? That exhilarating moment when Elphaba soars high above the stage?
As someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly.
That final note that is probably one of the most recognizable in modern musical theater. Pure magic. Apparently, Stephen Schwartz feels the same, insisting nothing could possibly follow this epic number, making it a natural pause for the movie too. So once again, Defying Gravity will likely bring the curtain down, or lights up, on Wicked Part 1.
Something is not the same.
We also hope the movie sticks to the show's overall finale instead of creating a new one that falls short. But we'll cross that bridge closer to the second part's release in 2025. Number 2. Can be improved. Costumes and scenery. Films aren't bound by space limitations like stage productions. They can build expansive sets and enhance them with mind-blowing special effects.
Once you learn to harness your emotions, the sky's the limit.
We've already glimpsed some spectacular landscapes in the trailer, from the magnificent Emerald City to the grandeur of Shiz University. Likewise, while the stage outfits are stunning, with the camera bringing audiences right up close to the action, the costumes can include some more intricate details.
I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix that hair. Everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular.
We hope the film crew uses these to enrich the story, characters, and places we've come to adore from the show.
And it all sort of mixes together to sort of blend in different ways, if you will. There's a low-lying idea that really sort of gives us a sense of water sometimes, or mist-covered landscape.
It's a fine line, though. We don't want to get too catty, but we've seen what happens when these tools aren't used wisely.
Here's another trick that went wrong.
Number 2. Should be left alone. The Broadway magic. Wicked has held audiences spellbound since its debut, and trust us, the fans are hardcore.
Held in such high esteem. When people see me, they will scream. We're half of Ozzy's favorite team.
We've been eagerly anticipating its silver screen adaptation for what feels like forever, and our expectations are soaring higher than Elphaba Defying Gravity. After seeing what Jon M did with In the Heights, we're feeling pretty good about him bringing that same magic to Wicked.
He's forming an artistic opinion.
Plus, with a cast that blends Broadway veterans and Hollywood icons, well, let's just say we're cautiously hopeful. Wicked is a phenomenon for a reason. While the magic of film has its perks, we hope they remember the fans who've been there practically from the first time the orchestra started playing the overture.
The first notes of the show with the orchestra go like...
Number 1. Can be improved. The supporting cast's backstories. While we're intrigued by the introduction of new characters, we hope it doesn't overshadow much-needed development for existing ones.
You're green.
I am.
Something is not the same.
Take Madame Morrible, for example. How did she climb to power as Shiz's headmistress? What led to her alliance with the wizard? Where did she learn the kind of magic that can carry a tornado across worlds? In the books, Bach plays a bigger role than just 1/3 of an unrequited love triangle, while Fiyero is married and has children.
Dancing through life, no need to tough it, when you can slough it off as I do.
Then there's Nessarose. What was her childhood with elphaba like? How did her struggles shape her reign over Munchkinland? 2 feature-length movies offer ample time for these stories to unfold without losing sight of the main plot.
We're telling this story. We're asking people to go on this
I think it's
journey.
bigger than us now.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Should be left alone. The score. Movie musicals often tinker with the show's score, sometimes more than they should.
Those who don't try never look foolish.
Pacing adjustments like Choose in the Heights may be justified, but straight up cutting songs? That's a whole different story. Schwartz's Tony-nominated soundtrack is basically the heart and soul of the show, adding layers to the narrative that mere dialogue can't capture.
Don't dream too far. Don't lose sight of who you are.
Don't even get us started on rearranging songs to cater to non-musical fans. Mean Girls. Schwartz is penning new numbers that will likely be great additions, but shouldn't replace any beloved tunes.
No good deed goes unpunished. Sure, I meant well, well, look at what well meant did.
Any tweaks made here won't necessarily result in the movie adaptation being changed for the better. The soundtrack should remain untouched for good.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better?
What are you hoping to see in the upcoming Wicked movie? Let us know in the comments.
My future is unlimited, and I just had a vision almost like a prophecy.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.